Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Nintendo Enthusiast Radio. Today, with us, we got our three regulars. We got Eli, Dakota,
I'm here. What's up?
and me, Anthony. And we've also got Michael Aschenbrenner, the developer of Super
Yep.
Robo Mouse, and he's here to tell us about this new project he's got coming for the Wii U.
Excellent.
So if you could just open by kind of describing what sort of game you're developing and what audience it might be suited for.
Okay. Well, just like with Block Drop U, I'm kind of going after the everybody crowd. This is definitely a title that I believe everyone from an intense gamer to just a casual player will enjoy. The title is Super Robo Mouse, and it is the best way to describe it would be a top-down puzzle adventure / action game. So there's definitely quite a few different elements to the game. Now, your main objective is that you are controlling a robotic mouse named Robo, and you have to get him throughout this little crazy maze that you're going through. Now, you'll notice that once you get to the end of the maze, that the door to the end of the maze to get out of the maze is locked, and the only way to unlock this maze is to collect titanium cheese game pieces scattered throughout the maze. Now you have to collect a certain number of these pieces in order to unlock the gate at the end of the maze. So it does add a little bit of a challenge because there's dead ends and things like that. Now in each level you'll have several different obstacles scattered throughout that will try to damage Robo and destroy him from reaching the end goal and collecting all those pieces. And it's a pretty ambitious project for me. It's a pretty large project. The end game is going to have a total of 51 levels in it across 5 different themed worlds. And the puzzles, from the very beginning to the very end, the maze stages just get larger and larger and larger, so it could take quite a while to get from the start to the finish of this game.
Now, is it going to be like an environmental puzzle game, Mike? Like, is it going to be like you're going to have to like interact with like different machinery and like pieces of the maze, or?
Actually, the exact opposite. You have to. Your goal is to try not to interact with any piece of the environment whatsoever, other than collecting the titanium cheese pieces to unlock the gates at the very end. I've sent over a few screenshots, and I've tweeted a few screenshots and things like that. So you can see things like buzzsaws and lasers that are going to try to get in your way to destroy you on your path. So you want to avoid all of those. You don't want to touch anything. Touching anything will definitely go ahead and it'll kill you in the game. You'll have to start over from the beginning. So I playing through a couple of these levels. I'm actually playing through one of them right now, and I keep on running into things and dying because I'm not paying attention. But it could get quite frustrating. If you're on your last piece of cheese that you have to collect, and then you accidentally run into something, you have to start over. So there's some precision gaming that you have to do in the game. So.
And I'm assuming you have no means of defending yourself. You just have to dodge these like obstacles.
You don't in the main stages. Now for there are boss battles at the end of each world. Now with the boss battles, you will have a means of defending yourself, which also acts as a way of destroying the boss little by little. So now, and I'm currently working with the artist that I had hired on for this, and it looks like the direction we're going to go into is that you're going to have a different mechanic for each boss level. So just to give you kind of like a little tease for the first world's boss, you have these lasers attached onto the side of your character that you shoot at the boss. Now, boss number 2 might be a little bit different. It might not be lasers. It might be something else. So I'm going to try to change up the boss levels a little bit so there's some variety in the game. So you won't really be able to predict ahead of time what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to kind of figure that out for yourself.
So this wouldn't be just a puzzle game. This is also would require reflexes and also kind of platforming elements. would you say?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's why sometimes it's a little bit hard to explain to someone who is not looking at it or seeing footage or seeing screenshots, because it could span across several different genres. So I like to take elements from several different styles of games and kind of morph them all into one.
And how will this utilize the Wii U gamepad? Like, how will we get a unique experience out of this game using the system's features?
Well, this particular title, unlike Block Drop U, doesn't use the gamepad in any unique way. I know that's probably not the answer that anybody wanted to hear, but it does support off TV play.
That's good enough for me.
That's the answer I want to hear.
Which honestly for me is honestly the number one thing that I love about the Wii U is the fact that I could be playing a game while my wife is watching something on TV. So, so it supports off TV play. I'm also supporting Wii U Pro and Classic controller as supported control methods to this too, and so that way you can play with whatever your favorite controller is. So there's no limit on what control method you use.
That's great to hear because a lot of developers that are releasing games haven't really taken advantage of the Pro Controller, which has really frustrated me because I've been one of the people to actually buy the thing. But I'm really happy to hear that you'll be supporting the Pro Controller in this project and definitely be using that to play through the game. But your last project, Block Drop U, retailed at $1.99, which was a really, really nice impulse purchase. A lot of people just went and bought it because the price was just so appealing compared to some of these other games on the eShop, which are maybe more expensive. So what sort of price structure are you going to be considering for Super Robo Mouse?
Well, I haven't. I've kind of settled on a final price, but it's really going to come down to whenever the game is finished and I'm playing through it from start to finish, how many hours of content is in the game. So that's really going to be the determining factor on the final price. But I kind of will tell you right now, it is not going to retail for $2. I'm kind of looking at between $4 and $6, so it's not going to be incredibly expensive. But I'm certainly not going to be giving it away like I have, so to speak, with Block Drop U. Mainly because the budget on this game has been, tremendous. Has been multiple times higher than what I've spent on Block Drop U because I had to, hire in a professional artist this time around and a composer to do the music and the sound effects. So there's a lot of money going into this project. So.
Do you have an estimation on how long you think the game will be at this point, or?
It's hard to say. Some of the earlier stages that I'm playing through right now, actually, it looks like for World 1, the maps will probably take you anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes each. So with there being 10 levels in each stage, I would say a good rough estimate would probably be anywhere between 5 and 10 hours of gameplay.
So that's a really good price. If it's between $4 and $6, that's really reasonable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I definitely will probably be looking at this game, picking it up. But I have one final question. When is this going to be coming to the Wii U eShop?
It's funny, actually. When I finished work on Block Drop U and I was planning my next title, I kind of wanted to I wanted to release something every quarter. So I wanted to come out with something every 3 months, but I quickly found out that that's just not possible. It's not possible to come out with something that quick and keep a quality experience at the same time. So it looks like this is going to be hitting eShop around the summertime. So anywhere from June, July, August is my time frame for that.
All right, that's awesome to hear. I'm sure all the listeners are looking forward to that, and on the website we'll definitely have more coverage as the date gets closer. Thanks for listening, and for Michael, Dakota, Anthony, and I, we'll see you guys next time.